everyone, Stacey Aldridge here in Manhattan with little Olive again. She is super excited today, not nearly as tired as she was the other day, so fingers crossed how it goes today. So I just wanted to spend just a few minutes going over the dreaded brushing your dog's teeth, right? No one really likes doing it, and I don't think any dogs really love it, but it is a necessary thing. You really do want to brush your dog's teeth. Try and do it like once a week. It doesn't take very long, but it's super important. These are just a few different products on the market. They're pretty interchangeable. I'm not promoting any one over the other. You know, the brush here, and all this kind of stuff, the finger one, all these kind of things. I think those things work pretty well, but they don't give you the kind of control that you want, right? And for me, toothpaste-wise, like some of the toothpaste out there are like peanut butter flavor, chicken flavor, beef flavor, which to me kind of defeats the whole purpose of brushing their teeth so their breath doesn't stink. So I prefer this one is like the mint flavor, you know. Anyway, sorry. But the one that I find the easiest to use and probably one of the least common ones is these finger brushes, right? So what's great about she's like, what have you got for me? I have a glove to brush your teeth. Probably not what you wanted, right? So what's great about these gloves is that, I don't know if you can see, but they have little adhesive, not adhesive, but like God, I'm forgetting the word. I've lost my mind. So that you can actually...
Like little bristles.
Like bristles, thank you. Lost my mind. So you can actually pull them up and then just scrub. You can scrub and scrub and scrub, and you only have to do the inside, the outside, right? You don't need to go inside. Their tongue cleans the inside of their teeth, so you only have to do the outside.
And here. Is there anything on that, or it's just a glove?
This is just a glove, and I would start with just a glove, no product, to get your dog used to it, and then work up to the product. Okay. Makes it a little easier. You just want to kind of like pull it up here, and see her teeth are so perfect and white because she's still a baby, and we want to keep that. And if we do that, just a little here, a little back there, she's like, oh, I'm not loving that. Like,
and
it's so
how
easy.
Often should you do that?
Well, I mean, in a perfect world, it would be daily. Who's perfect? It's not happening, right? I say make it like a Friday thing, or make it one day a week, so it's kind of like your routine.
So once a
like,
week.
Yeah, once a week.
That's more than I thought.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, you really want them to keep their teeth. It's a big deal. And it's an important thing. So let me adjust that a little bit, the once a week thing. It also depends on how often and what type of thing you're giving your dog to chew on. If they are chewing on things regularly, several times a day, appropriate things like the ones I went over last week, like Kongs and safe bones and things like that, then you can actually brush your dog's teeth a little bit less often. But if you're not giving them things to chew on, or your dog isn't a big chewer, look at her, she's like, I still enjoyed that so much. Really? Well, good girl.
A few people have asked if you can use these on cats, or
Yes.
if there's something else you can do with cats.
They're absolutely the exact same product. The cat toothbrushes for these things are actually just much smaller, but they're exact same product, and this is the identical product you can use on a cat.
And can you buy this glove at most pet stores?
Yeah, this is a really big common
Google,
brand. Yeah, you can buy it
Amazon.
almost anywhere. And there's a few different ones on the line. This is the whole hand one, but they also have one where it's just your finger and it's disposable, which is another one I like a lot. I like the disposable part of things. I like, you know, clean, clean, clean. You're digging around their mouth. So put it on, scrub, 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 toss.
Someone said they're afraid of getting bitten by their dog if they do this.
That's probably not a good idea. Probably not a good idea if you're afraid that you're gonna get bit. But then make sure that you're really making that you're meeting that dog's need, giving them lots of things to chew on. You know, you can even put like things in there. She's like, I think this one.
Olive is choosing which one she likes.
Yeah. She's like, which one stinks the most? That's the one I want to use. All right. There are also some product where you can, like for the person, I don't know if it's a man or woman, but the person who says they're afraid to brush your dog's teeth, there are also products that I didn't bring, but I can show next time. There's that you can actually put in their water bowl. Like a fluoride type thing that does clean their teeth as well. Not nearly as well, but it's better than nothing. And most dogs don't seem to mind the taste too much. It's just like a little bit of a smell, nothing too crazy. All right, Olive. Hi, hello, hello. So what I thought we would try today, and we'll say try because I'm not sure how successful this is going to be, is that teach Olive how to roll over, which I've never done with her. So I thought that would be fun. And if you're wondering like why I'm not making a big deal about her jumping, it's because I don't want to squash her enthusiasm. I can work on her jumping at another point. That's not the point of what we're doing right now. Okay? So, you definitely need like a little treat kind of, you want something that's nice and small, right? And I'll do it sideways so that you can actually see. Or actually, I need to turn this way. So you want her to go down, right? You want her to go into a sphinx down, which is a down where her legs are to the same side, right? You want to be in front of the dog. You want to have a treat pant. You want to roll around. Roll. Good girl. And then once they sit back up like that, she can have the treat. Good job. That was fast. Wow. She's like, she would nail that. All right, so she's standing up. Oh, she's anticipating smarty pants. Down, roll. Good girl. So she is making this look way easier than I thought she would. So let me just show you what normally happens. You do down, and oftentimes you actually have to help them. So you roll, and you have to help them over in that kind of way. Practice doing roll just in one direction until they get really good at it. Don't try like roll this way, then roll that way, then roll this way. Like that is really super confusing. Let's see if she's as smart as I think she is. So to make it more challenging, what you do is you actually add a second roll before you try to move away from the dog at all. So let's see if she can do that. Roll, roll. Oh, good girl. So smart.
Hi, Susan. We did go over teeth brushing, but we will circle back to that shortly.
Good. So one more, and then we're going to move on to, I wanted to see if I could actually teach her how to do the A-frame today, because the last couple dogs I brought in were too nervous of it. You're so funny. Roll. No, all the way up. Good girl. And it does look a little messy like this. It does look a little messy like this, kind of like all over when you first start teaching it. So don't worry about it. Roll. Good girl. Notice a couple things. Notice I only said roll once. I'm not repeating the command. I'm not using her name. Her name isn't a command. Her name doesn't mean anything, right? So it's just like one roll, boom, little treat. One roll, and then once they're good at it, a couple rolls in the same treat. Now I'm saying treat, but that can mean obviously like a tennis ball. It could be like a squeaky toy. It could be something, just a reward they want, and then you can give it to them as a, back to the teeth.
She's back to her teeth.
You're really obsessed with your teeth.
For anyone just tuning in, we'll circle back to teeth in just a few minutes. We were just giving Olive a little break to teach her some fun stuff.
Right? Okay, so that's roll over, right? And what that looks like once they really know it is that you can be standing up and you can just do roll over like that, and they'll just roll, 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 which is super cute. She's just not quite ready. All right, so let's see if she's brave enough to do the A-frame, and then we'll come back to the teeth again. Oh.
Alice will be back to teeth cleaning in just a minute. Everybody's very interested.
Okay, we'll come back.
And a few people just tuned in.
Just want her to do this, I get her to do this. All right, so this is an A-frame, and I have it down really low.
Oh.
All right, perfect. All right, back over here. Well, we'll go. Okay. Frame. So we can get it going. Come on, you can do it. Right, you. Wow, nice. All right, we don't need to practice this. You are good. You are good. You got this, huh? Frame.
All right.
All right. Well,
she's up for agility.
All right, you got it. Okay.
All right, for anyone just tuning in, let's get back to some teeth brushing. We just took a little break to give Olive some fun. And we'll just go over one more time how to teeth brush. Maybe we could do a little demonstration with the glove again.
Sure, no problem. So again, these products are interchangeable. I'm not supporting one brand over another. And back to the brand. That's pretty funny. You are wild today. Oh my God. So this is one of the gloves that I like to use of one of the big red brands. Come back here.
Olive, come here.
Come here. All right. So I wouldn't normally suggest starting teeth brushing when a dog is like all excited the way that she is right now. I would say, after a play session and they're tired, or a walk or something like that, it probably wouldn't be the start of how I would work with them. So again, Olive is like, she's what I call like a bomb-proof dog. Like she's not gonna bite me. There's no aggression here. She's not worried about me, right? So you need to know the dog that you're doing this with. If it's your dog or a friend's dog or whatever, don't just dive in there if you don't know the dog, right? I know her. I know she's fine. Okay? So she's a little more than fine. So again, the bristles are here, right here and here. And so I'm just gonna lift up the lip, and then not hard, and just scrub it. There we go. And then I'm gonna go back here. Do that. Back here.
Juanita, there's an alternative you can use in their food or their water. if you're not able to brush their teeth, you said?
And you know, look how messy this looks. I know you're like, oh, it's kind of a messy job, but it is a messy job. I mean, you know, like that.
You're such a good girl, Alice.
Good girl. And then this is the last one's up here. Ooh.
And can you just go over again, if you can't get your fingers in their mouths, there's something you can put in their water?
Yeah, so there's a couple of different products on the market that you can just put into their water, kind of like a fluoride type. It's not fluoride exactly, but it's like that type of thing where you could just put it in their water bowl. And if you have a water bowl that your dogs and cats share, cats can have it too. It's totally fine. Or pretty much any pet that I can think of that you would have in your house could also drink out of the same water bowl. And just make sure you don't pour in too much. One time I poured in too much and it was more like green water, which they were not having anything to do with. But then I read the directions and realized a lot less is what you need. And then the importance of just giving your dog things that if they can chew on and they want to chew on. These dogs need to chew every day. So either you find and give them something that's appropriate for them to chew on, or they will find something else to chew on. And sometimes it's your stuff, but sometimes it's themselves, you know, like chewing on their feet or chewing on their paws or doing whatever. So it's best to give them something that's old. It's best to give them something that's appropriate and safe for everybody.
So a few people asked if you need toothpaste with the glove, and you said that these gloves are pretty easy to find online. I think you can just type in, toothpaste.
Totally fine. I actually did a quick search before I did this to see, and like so many different companies came up, and there were so many. So they're really, really simple. They're not expensive, you know. Even with these gloves, you could use them a few times. Hey, Olive, over here, come. Oh, good girl.
So you can order them online if anyone's interested, and you can start without using toothpaste.
Right, and if you're going to use a toothpaste, which ultimately you can use a toothpaste, I often, you know, truth be told, I often, where are you trying to sneak off to? What I often do is actually use baking soda. I like baking soda, so I have like a box of baking soda that's just for brushing dogs' and cats' teeth, so it's not like my fridge baking soda. And then what I often do is just put a little water on the glove or whatever product I'm using, depending on which dog I'm with, and then just dip my finger in the baking soda and then do that, because I find it's very effective without being like super smelly. Like again, like I'm not a big fan of like the beef toothpaste and all that, but if you are, hey, that works for you too. If that works, it works, right, Olive? Good girl. And again, once a week if you can. If you can't do that, then also like do try and find an alternative, like the Bones and the Busy Toys and things like that. You know, see if your dog will eat raw vegetables. Will he eat a slice of carrot? Will he eat some apple? Will he eat some of those kind of things? Like those are great things as well. Anything just so that there's a little bit of like abrasion on the teeth, right? So, just like us, right? Well, no, we should brush your teeth more than once a week. But that wasn't totally clear what I was saying. Anyway, right? Any other questions?
No, I think that's it.
All right, well, if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them next time when we go over our next little tip.
All right.
Have a great week.
Thank you so much.
Yay.
Bye, Olive.